Hey friends, so you know how I love to make sure that my family is good, right? This time is no different. I have talked to so many people who cannot answer basic notarial questions. What is an acknowledgement? What is a jurat? What is an affirmation? What is an oath? What are the differences between all of those? So guess what? I'm going to go over that and I want you to pay close attention. Go over this 5 times if you need to until you have it in your good spirit, honey. Okay? Until you know it. So if you have to rewind, rewind. All right? There are 4 common notarial acts: acknowledgement, affirmation, jurat, and oath. We'll be going through all of those. In this particular video, though, we are going to talk about the acknowledgement. That's the first thing that we're going to talk about. And if you have any questions, listen, this channel is, I'm on this channel and I do a lot, but this is not mine. This is ours. So if you have any questions, please put it in the chat and either me or other family members will answer your questions so that we can all be straight. Okay. All right. So what is an acknowledgement? It's the first thing you have to answer. What in the world is an acknowledgement? The purpose of an acknowledgement is to ensure that the signer of a document is who they say they are or claim to be and has voluntarily signed the document. Acknowledgements are needed for documents concerning valuable assets such as deeds, mortgages, and deeds of trust. To perform an acknowledgement, the signer must, 1, personally appear before you at the time of notarization, to be positively identified as the signer. So they'll be identified and they must declare or acknowledge that the signature on the document is their own and that they willingly signed it. So what does that mean, my friend? It means that you have to ask the question during an acknowledgement. You ask that question, right? Is this your signature? Please acknowledge that this is your signature. I acknowledge that this is my signature. And are you signing this document willingly and of your own accord? Yes, I am. Those are questions that must come out of your mouth as you are performing this type of notarization. While it's common practice for the client to sign the document in front of you at the time of notarization, it is not necessary. Underline that. If they bring a document to you that's already signed, that is fine, right? They can bring it to you, then acknowledge or declare that the signature on the document is theirs. Okay? So, how to complete an acknowledgement? Number 1, a personal appearance is required. You review the document so that you know which type of notarial act you are performing. Screen the signer and verify the facts. That means, again, asking them to acknowledge or declare that the signature on this document is your own and that you are signing this of your own will. Record the notarization in your journal and then complete the notarization. Now, TJ, why am I going to record the notarization then complete it? Because, baby, you don't have a clue of how many people forget to put it in the journal. They forget that part. So go on and do it before you stamp it, and then it's already done, right? Because you're going to stamp the document in order to get paid. So go on and stamp it and just put that as step 4 versus step 5. All right, so name, signature / name affidavit. Now, doesn't this look familiar to you if you do loan signings? So I, the undersigned borrower, state that I am one and the same person named in the note and security instrument. I also swear and affirm that the signature below is my true and exact signature for execution of loan documentation. So then they will, signer number 2 will print their name, sign their name, date the document, and then you have your notarial portion down here, right? If this were me, it would be state of Texas, county of Harris, on this 23rd day of November. Before me, the undersigned, a notary public in the state of Texas. Personally appeared, signer number 2. known to me or proved to me on the basis of satisfactory evidence to be the person whose name is subscribed to the within instrument, and acknowledged to me that he or she executed the same in his or her authorized capacity, and that by his or her signature on the instrument, the person or the entity upon behalf of which the person acted executed the instrument. Witness my hand and official seal, because you are an officer, honey. And then you sign it. Notary Public for the state of Texas. Write in when your commission expires, and that signature should be the same name as it is on your seal. So if you wrote your whole name, honey, write your whole name signature and stamp the document. All right. Here's another example of that. Okay, you have borrow number 1 and 2. State of Texas, Harris, County of Harris. This instrument was acknowledged before. That's how you know what type of notarial act you're doing. It's normally written in there. I acknowledge. See right here? I acknowledge. I affirm. This instrument was acknowledged. Let's go back to the previous one. So it said, before me, personally appeared, proved on a satisfactory basis. Right? Let me see where it is. And I affirm. Right? So that's an affirmation. This is an acknowledgement. This instrument was acknowledged before me on, you put the date here, by, you put their names here, after their names, put a period right after their names. They give you all of this space, but you ain't got to use all this space. And don't worry about that period, because your period shows where you ended your portion of the notarial act. So if it's Mary and John Johnson, then I put a period after Mary and John Johnson. Notary Public, when it expires, my stamp will go here. Of course, this is Mary Johnson, John Johnson, signer number 1's wife. Okay, maybe that wouldn't be Mary and John. Maybe that'll be Mark and John Johnson, and then Mark's wife. Got it? State of Texas, County of Harris. All right, here again. We realize that these representations are made to induce the lender to lend money thereon, and to induce settlement agent to ensure the title hereto, and that all parties are relying upon the truth of said statements. Executed this 23rd day of November 2001. Then there are the signatures, right? Before me. Then, okay, so State of Texas, County of Harris. Before me, that me means you. So for me, it would mean LaTanya Johnson. Before me, LaTanya Johnson, on this day, personally appeared Mark and John Johnson. Known to me are proved to me on the oath of N/A or through valid TX driver's license is what I put here. Valid Texas driver's license. To be the persons whose names are subscribed to the foregoing instrument, and acknowledge to me that they executed the same for the purposes and consideration expressed. Given under my hand and seal of this office, this 23rd day of November 2021, my name, my signature, and my seal. Okay? If y'all have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to schedule an appointment with me. Write it in the comments, put it on Facebook, or email me. All right. Thank you dearly.